How's the drive going today?
The drive is going good. We actually left yesterday, headed to Illinois for our work camping gig.
That we still have.
Yep. We're excited to go. We didn't record anything yesterday. Just didn't really feel like recording anything.
We weren't really sure what to expect with like the chaos of things right now too. We just really didn't know what to expect. I don't know what.
So
We was.
No, it was a little. I didn't want to record because it was a little depressing, leaving family and stuff, and we're excited to go, but it's still at the same time it was a little sad. So just didn't really feel like doing anything. So we made it to, where did we stop last night?
North Platte.
North Platte, Nebraska. Stayed overnight in the campground there. Just so we could have hookups for electric. And then we are now in York, Nebraska. We drove for about 3 hours today. We're getting ready to go into the Blue Beacon truck wash again because our rig got terribly nasty going through Colorado in the snowstorm.
And really the reason we're going is because we're going to go be stationary for 6 months. And while things get dirty, it's nasty and it's covered in mag right now, and we want all that washed off. We don't want it to sit for 6 months. Plus, you touch it and it gets tracked in and it's just gross.
Yep, so we're going to get everything washed off, and then we got about another 3 hours of driving today. We're going to make it to
Des
Moines, Iowa.
Just outside of Des Moines.
Yep, there's a campground there. We're going to stay there overnight, and then it should be a fairly short, like what, 4 hour
like 4
drive
hours, I think,
tomorrow to get to Marseille, Illinois.
And like campgrounds and stuff, so Iowa, the only ones that are open, most of the campgrounds are open except for like the state parks and stuff. A lot of those aren't taking anybody. But as long as you're a full-timer and you're required to travel, like we're required to travel to get to where we need to be for work, then Iowa is taking campers. And then Nebraska, I don't even think there's really a mandate in Nebraska. We haven't seen tons of campers on the road.
No.
I mean, it's full-timers that you see, and most of the stuff is closed. But for those of you who are having to travel for work, I know I was really uncomfortable when we left. I had called a couple weeks ago and I couldn't find any campgrounds at all. But when we went to leave now, need a snack, dude?
Some on his forehead up peeled off.
Oh, nice. But when I called just a few days ago before we left, I found some options, which was great. And we don't have to have a campground. I mean, we're totally self-contained, but we do like to have power.
Yeah, so. Mainly for the CPAP machine for me, but
and coffee.
Yeah, it's nice for coffee. Don't have to use the pour over, but so, yep, we're gonna take a little break here, get out, stretch our legs. Big old truck parking lot just right over here. We'll probably stop, make lunch, and get back on the road here.
So on the menu today is my specialty for travel days: pre-made pasta salad and sandwiches. Make it quick and easy. I cut up fruit and stuff too. So for those of you who are traveling or are going to travel, I try to prep everything that I can so that when we stop and we have a parking lot lunch, it's quick and easy. And we don't use paper plates except for travel days, because then I don't have dishes in the sink and things. And I do buy plastic cups and paper plates for those days. We eat real quick, and then that way we can keep moving a lot more than we would be able to otherwise. And we're going forward.
We just made it to Des Moines, Iowa, and we're at Cliff's RV Park, or Cliff's Palace RV Park. I'll link it below. But I mean, we just pulled in. We're just right here by the entrance, and this park is super nice. Probably the nicest park we've ever stayed at. Concrete pads, grass. There's a little turn you around. Sorry, it went a little fast. There's a pond over here. There's a bike trail right behind our camper. Super sweet place. And I think it's pretty reasonable right now. Probably because we're still in the off season. But yeah, super cool place. Got everything set up. Brooke's working on dinner. So let's go see what she's got going.
Oh dear Lord. Hey.
What you got going?
I'm making a margarita. It's necessary.
Was it a long travel day?
Yes and no. It was, yeah, it was. What are you jabbering about?
There's Easton. Was it a long travel day?
Do you need a margarita too? Oh, good.
I need nachos.
You need nachos?
Me too.
So we did about 6 hours, a little over 6 hours today. Yeah, the boys were cooped up. They did really good driving. But we got here and they got some energy to burn off.
Well, it's hard because normally we stop every couple hours and run off lots of energy, and there's nowhere to do that right now. And it's cold, so we can't like go hike and do stuff like that. So they did really good though. And Mom and Dad did too. So we're being rewarded.
So wasn't too bad of a drive today. We drove I-80 the whole time. Wind was bad, about 20-mile-an-hour winds the whole time.
Terrible.
So that was fun. Surprisingly, this trailer pulls really well. I don't know if it's because of the dually truck or what, but it does a lot better. I don't know. There.
There's a car in there.
So pulled great in the wind. Ton of traffic on the roads. East Nebraska wasn't bad. West Nebraska wasn't bad. East Nebraska, they started to get a lot of traffic. Iowa, there's a ton of traffic all through Iowa, all the way to Des Moines here. But yeah, no real issues. The only issue we have is on the bike rack that we mounted. There's a squeak in one of the mounts, and I can't figure it out. So when we get to Marseille, I'll take it all apart, figure that out. So we used our TSD logistics card twice on this trip. If you haven't seen it, check out the video. I'll link it. But we only used it twice, and we saved $40 between those two fill-ups at 3/4 of a tank each. So that wasn't bad at all.
And if you guys do sign up for the card and you use the referral code The Camper House, it does help us out greatly. It's not a huge deal, but it definitely gives us a little kickback. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and we totally appreciate that.
Yep. So check out that video. There's not as many loves up here as there was when we went down south at New Orleans,
but we can easily go from one to the other. I mean, we passed multiple before we stopped again.
It was just our timing of where we wanted to stop. There wasn't always a loves, but yeah, it was good. We made it. We got about, I don't know, like a 4-hour drive tomorrow to get to Marseille, where we'll be for 6 months. So we're excited. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Leave us a comment. We hope we get to bring you all kinds of videos on work camping. Maybe that's an option for you to get to travel and explore the country. That seems like our best option right now. So,
did you tell them how cool this campground is?
Yes,
okay.
Told them outside how cool it was.
I just want to make sure. This is really cool.
We'll probably do a little walk around in the morning and kind of show you more, but it's super cool. And yeah, it's just kind of cold, so we're hanging out inside tonight. Brooke's working on dinner.